ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m ana m ekele unu ọmụ ahụ maazị Ogechi Chikero nwanne unu nwoke, the one that some people love and some people hate. That's nature, man. But I welcome you to this short broadcast. What I want to talk about is that non-religious people are endangered species in Nigeria, in Africa, and in the world. Something happened yesterday in Kaduna. A guy by the name Mubarak Bala said, or is somebody who is a known atheist and a humanist who is recognized worldwide. Yes, he's recognized worldwide because in 2014, Mubarak was arrested and taken to psychiatric hospital because he was criticizing the Islamic religion. When after whatever they did to him, believing that they were trying to treat him psychologically, some bodies abroad decided that they wanted to kind of take him out and give him asylum somewhere outside Nigeria. Mubarak, welcome Monda Asimuta. Mubarak refused. Why did he refuse? Mubarak said that he needed to be in Nigeria because Nigeria, or northern Nigeria, needed to be liberated. Mubarak has been in that part of Nigeria since that time, speaking his mind as a free thinker, as a humanist, as an atheist. What happened yesterday was that he said something on his Facebook wall in his native language. He said, from the interpretations I got, that Prophet Muhammad is just like TB Joshua in Lagos. I quote him rightly, he said, Prophet Muhammad of Saudi Arabia is just like TB Joshua of Lagos. He even went further to say that TB Joshua is better because TB Joshua is not a terrorist. This was what this man said that let all hell loose. What happened afterwards? We are hearing that Kano State demanded that Kaduna State arrest him and transfer him to Kano State. Now, everybody is saying that if he goes to Kano, that he will not survive, because many people of such a personality that he has, they will kill them. Do you see how religion is? Religion will crush every single thing that has to do with your own way of life. After that time, it will turn around and crush anybody that questions it. Thank you, Monday Smota. It will crush anybody, any group, any system that questions it. Why? It knows that the moment you begin to question it, it will crash. This is the reason why they cannot allow people like Mubarak to exist in Kano, in Kaduna, in any part of the north. The South Muslims are a little bit enlightened, so they can kind of tolerate some criticism, but the north will never tolerate it. They will never tolerate it. But you know the funny thing, these are the same people who will first of all start to criticize you. They are the same people who will want to kill you. They will use ammunition, force to convert you. Then when they convert you, they make you completely slave, mentally, physically, economically, otherwise. You can't and will never question whatever they are doing or whatever they are preaching, because they want you to be a sheep. That is what religion does. Remember, sometimes like 10 years ago, When they wanted to do a pageant in the north, a journalist wrote that what will Prophet Muhammad do when he sees these naked people? Because they always wear bikinis. They placed a fatwa on that journalist. That journalist had to take off out of Nigeria. Same kind of religion. This is the same part of the world where there is Boko Haram bombing churches. Bombing churches. This is religion versus religion. I'm talking about religion versus religion. They still kill themselves. Somebody is saying that you are an infidel. Your God is dead. You don't have a God. The other one is saying it is a lie. You are the one that will go to hell. You are the one that will be born in hell because you don't believe in Jesus. Then one other person comes and said, both of you are not right. That even the God you're saying you're talking about does not exist. Then what do they do to the person that said both of you are wrong? They arrest him. They arrest him. Take him to psychiatric hospital, saying he's mentally derailed just because he aired his opinion. He didn't carry gun. He's not a terrorist. When you arrest terrorists, you release them. He didn't carry any single gun, any single arrow, machete, or anything. You arrest him, and the way it is going, in that state they took him to, many people have been complaining of disappearance of people. We don't know, but we know that they said that the police arrested him, and Kano is demanding for him, according to some updates we're getting on social media. What does matter saying? I just shared. Ignorant people will always, thank you, Monday. Ignorant people will always fight for their. Why fighting? Why are you fighting? Why are you fighting? This argument is what I don't know how somebody who said that you're a little bit, even if you didn't go to school, but you can assimilate information, you can think. You, a human being, you believe in something that you say is higher than you. You ask that thing to protect you. You ask that thing to give you provisions. Then somebody comes out and says that thing does not exist. Instead of you to use that moment to allow that person to be dealt with by that thing that you are telling him is higher than him, you, the human being, is fighting for the thing that is higher than you. Are you stupid? How other way can somebody be stupid apart from this level? Non-religious people are endangered all over the world. All over the world. And this is bad. Completely bad. Just come out and air your mind. I know that the European countries and American countries is better because some things can work there. Here it doesn't. Come to the southwest here. Many Christians have been singing Ekanka power, powerless power, Ogboni power, powerless power. Nobody arrested them. Nobody disturbed them. But they will go to people's compounds, people's villages, go and burn whatever shrine those people have, and tell them that they have been evil and that what they have been worshiping is demonic. Is that not blasphemy? Is that not blasphemy? That's blasphemy. You are blaspheming against another man's belief, and you say that you're doing it for your God. But when somebody just questions that God you say you are worshiping, one question, they're looking for how to kill the person. Christians might not take gun, they might not shoot you, but they can tell you go to hell. They can tell you God will punish you. They can tell you God will show you. They can tell you that you will not live long. They can tell you the same thing that is supposedly almost in tandem with carrying a machete and killing the person. Are we going to shut up because they are in numbers? Are we going to shut up because they use their religion to create this system of government that we are in? Are we going to shut up because if you don't talk, things will be better for them and they will keep thriving. They will keep deceiving people. They will keep converting people and turning them to their sheep. No, we won't keep quiet. We will keep talking anyhow we can. One voice, two voices, three voices. One day, any law, any iota of part of the constitution that backs this thing. The last time I checked, Nigerian constitution is a secular. Nigerian constitution says Nigeria is a secular nation. So how did we become a religious nation? How did we come to the religious, sorry, the executive part of the country will support the police to go into another state to arrest somebody who is saying something that's religious? You are secular. Why are you getting involved in religious matters? Okay, if you kill Mubarak or if you lock him away for 20 years, you think that's the end? You think there are no people, there are no other people like even worse than Mubarak who are in Kano, who are in Kaduna, who his death will fuel? You tried it with Ezazaki. What happened? They continue going. You tried it. Even the Boko Haram, how did it start? These things don't work. If I say what you believe is wrong, prove me right. Simple way to logically argue. Now, okay, since in Europe where right to self-expression is enshrined in the law, people have the right to question everything, including any religion, and that's why religion no longer thrive here. There, thank you. Because they have kind of civilized. And the foolish thing is that these people who have enshrined this liberal system or liberal mindsets or way of living are the same people that gave us this thing that we are killing ourselves for. I didn't hear that they went to go and arrest one white man who came to Kano and said that Muhammad is not better than TB Joshua. He's a black man, not even just a black man, a particular guy who claimed to have lived with Mubarak in the same streets, that they grew up together, that nobody can know Mubarak more than he does. This same guy saying that he wants Mubarak bearded. Imagine if you grew up in Onitsha. The guy who lives on your street, probably both of you grew up together. You are friends growing up. Then today, because you no longer profess Christianity or Catholicism, then you say something on Facebook, then that same guy goes to make moves, inquire or inspire or try to write the government to come and behead you because you said something on Facebook about his belief. Imagine that. The funny thing is that these northern people are not originally Muslims. They were conquered. It was given to them. They will not tell you that criticizing their prophet, that the only what I call it, the penalty is death. Why can't the God kill the person? Why not allow that God or that prophet to kill the person, to show the world that this guy died after criticizing me? Why do you want to fight for it? That means you are greater than that thing you are defending. If it needs you to revenge, then you should be the one worshipped. Simple mathematics. If somebody comes to you and says, Agabiko, give me money, I want to eat. Then you give the person money. Then tomorrow the person turns around to say, or somebody comes around to the person and says, no, I need him to eat. Or that this guy is useless in your life. That guy will tell you that, no, this guy is making a part in my life. Why? Because you actually are the one feeding him. You are the one feeding him. He knows that it's a direct impact you're making in his life. He can defend you because you're bigger than him. But what about where somebody is telling you who gives him the money that this guy is useless in your life? Of course you know. Of course you know that without you he can't exist because you feed him. Even Wachuku said people that brought us religion, they don't practice. Yeah, they don't practice it. Here in Italy, they don't believe in God. The same people that brought us Catholicism, religion, Christianity, everything. They don't even go. In fact, you will see more of Ngwarik junctions in those places than churches, as in the way it is in Lagos, where every street has, even only Redeemed Church has a branches in every street you go to in this state. Then you go to the southeast. Now, I posted something on Facebook. The mayor of New York City is rounding up Jewish communities. Why? People are saying, Johnson is saying, people are so gullible here. They think it is their responsibility to fight for their non-existent God. I don't know why you think you should be. Are you the gate man? Are you the gate man? And you actually wake up every morning to pray to that thing to protect you. You are praying to something to protect you. But when it is time for that thing to defend himself or itself, you are still the one who pray for that thing to protect you, that will go and defend that thing. Ara dege, complete ara, you are mentally gone. Like I was saying, the mayor of New York City is rounding up and said he's going to start arresting Jews in New York City. Why? He said they have continued to gather, maybe for prayers and for religious reasons in New York, when they have told them that because of the coronavirus, it is spreading when there's no social distancing. Why did I bring this up? Same religion, Judaism, Islam, Christianity. You see these three, they don't send you. Christianity is even more liberal. Yes, that is why I was telling somebody yesterday. I don't want to bring in this, but what I was telling somebody yesterday, that if we allow Judaism to come into Southeast, we will have two problems in the Southeast. Two. Before now, we have been having Christian against Christian, Catholic against Anglican, but they don't kill themselves. They don't need to kill themselves. They can decide not to talk to you. They can decide not to marry you. They can decide not to do all those things. But killing, no, they don't do that one. But if you see, if Islam, as it's coming from Ebonyi, as it's coming, might even coming from Imo, coming from other sections that are trying to point it in now, if it gets into the Southeast, the funny thing is that these Muslims that are coming into the Southeast are not these ones from the Southwest. Because if you are the ones from the Southwest, they are liberal. The ones that are coming in are the Fulanis, the jihadists, those who use religion to conquer. When those guys comes in, and the ones from Judaism coming, both of them, they believe in an eye for an eye. Una go they see war daily. This video, as I'm telling you, put it somewhere. If in the next 50 years, the progress they are making continues, una go they see war daily for Southeast. It will happen daily. You will see Muslims fighting Judaism. Why are they fighting? They are trying to claim one community or the other. Because all of them believe that that thing they are serving gave them power over your land, to take over your land. What kind of religion is that? Some people are in their own domain, living jeje. You come in and say your God gave you the power to take over their land. Can't you see the problem? Can't you see the problem? That we are not even fighting against, we're not even fighting against something spiritual. We're actually fighting for something physical. Then back it up with a spiritual thing. Then when somebody counters that spiritual power, you who is saying that big thing, said you should collect the land, we kill that person because you are insulting the thing that you... Nah, man. Yawara. Complete ara. Complete ara. Now, I know that the north is too hot right now. The likes, why I'm doing this video is dedicated to Mubarak Bala. I am not Northern, I don't, but just that sheer reason that this guy is expressing his right. Guy, you have the right to believe in cockroach. You have the right to believe in zinc, in nail, in water, in anything like this. Your fucking business. But guy, I have the right to criticize it as much as you have the right to criticize mine. If I cannot stand your criticism, then I'm not sure of what I'm doing. Simple. I'm not sure. Because the moment the only response I give to your criticism is insult, is carrying machete or shooting you or trying to fight with you, it means that I am ignorant of what I think I believe in. I don't even know. I can't convince you. If your religion, the only way you convert people is with violence, you don't know a jack about it. You are just a foot soldier. A foot soldier who is committing crime for someone else and you don't even know his reason. You are a tout. You are a tout. When I mean learned, I don't mean people that went to school. I don't mean people that went to university. No, that's rubbish. Because at the end of the day, it's still foreign education or whatever. No, I mean get exposed to knowledge. Getting exposed to knowledge. That's what I mean by learned. Somebody will come and tell you that you can go to heaven, or you will go to heaven. You will have 7 virgins. You have all that. If you go and if you go and fight a war for a god, you load up yourself with bombs. Then you go out there and do suicide and kill yourself. Your brain did not tell you that, wait, oh, if I die and there is nothing like that in that place, don't you know I've sacrificed my life? Your brain will not tell you that this life you came, there's a purpose. Because he has told you that your purpose of coming here, he told you, not that you know, he told you that your purpose of being in this religion is to fight for this religion. You believe, you carry bomb, you went to somewhere, you kill yourself, kill other people, you shed blood. Who will clap for you? You think they'll clap for you over there? If they clap for you over there, then you people are going to a kingdom of murderers. And I don't understand the God that will welcome murderers. I don't understand that God. In my own culture and tradition, if you kill Ohana or Ochu, it is taboo. We don't encourage killing. In my own tradition, they say Ebe bere uge bere, meaning that, guy, you exist, I exist, guy, that is it. You know why we say that? We are confident of what we believe. We are confident. We know that we are sure that this thing is the right thing. So if you want to go there and do whatever you want to do, it's your business. We don't care. But it's when you want to now force us that we will not care. Like this particular case now. No case saying that it seems black people's mind was made to depend on something. I'm telling you, and that's the fact. Oh my God, that's true. Something, believe, and that is why someone will tell them that in a radio is where they worship, and they will still follow without question. Ishimini is saying those fighting for God is indirectly telling us that the God is powerless and does not exist. That's a fact. That's the fact. Everyone Chuku said the problem we have in Africa is politicians and pastors. Politicians will be killing us with hunger, while the pastors will be telling us that not to fight. That's their plan, so that we will go to heaven that does not exist. But again, have you ever asked yourself, why is it that the state or the country does not collect taxes from the churches and the mosque? You need to understand why. The why is both of them were instruments of the same master. The master. This one is governing you legally. The other one is governing you mentally. So at the end of the day, it is, if you want to do anything, that is why politicians, we need to align with one church or one religion to win election. They'll tell you if a northerner is coming, then a southerner should come. If a Muslim guy is coming, a Christian should come. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Tell them that you are not a Christian. Even Showere, one of the places that my hand fell down for Showere was when I heard that Showere that I knew before. If you see Showere, you see him wearing those beads. You see, he didn't care of all those. In fact, his platform was always trying to debunk all those churches. He was more of a traditional person. Then all of a sudden, because he wanted to become a president, I guess the first thing with Muslim, Islam. And I'm like, what? You were already bigger than this. If you didn't win the election, now with the Islam, did you Did they, because he was now professing Islam, did they now not rig him out? So why did you even do it in the first place? That is the point. It's because those people who are advising him will have told him, guy, this is the template that works in this Africa, in this world, even in abroad, everywhere. Donald Trump, the Catholics, the Anglicans, the pastors came and prayed for him to show him that they're backing him. Then the other Muslims were agitating this, that is always like that. It's always like that. Even in the Muslim people, you have the Shiites, you have the Sunnis. That is why you are hearing Ezazaki is having problem. Why is Ezazaki having problem in Nigeria? Iran. Why is Iran supporting or fighting Nigeria for Ezazaki? Because Iran is the only place where the Shiites exist for now. The Sunnis, the Saudi Arabian, the majority of Muslims in the world are Sunnis. Whether in America, in England, anywhere they are Sunnis. Now, these Fulanis here, most of them, if not all of them, are all Sunnis. They don't want that thing because they are back up in Saudi Arabia, they back up in other part of the Gulf nations. Don't want Shia to prosper in Africa. They don't want Shiites to prosper in Africa. So Buhari and El-Rufai and all of them want to cripple them by force. If there's a way they can close everybody's eyes in Nigeria, just close our eyes within 1 hour, off all the cameras, off all the media, everything within 1 hour, and shoot these people, bury them. Nobody will know where they are. They will have done it because they don't like themselves. The Shia themselves don't like the Sunnis. All these things you are hearing they're fighting is because of one Allah or one Muhammad or one Muhammad's son or one Muhammad prophet teacher or one thing that does not concern me and you. Something that happened in Mecca thousands of years ago. And we are here still killing people for people that don't look like us, people that don't speak like us, people that don't eat what we eat, people that don't believe in. It's too bad. Crazy. It's crazy. The people that will liberate this country, the people that will liberate this country, the people that will shape this country are the people that don't believe in either of this religion, or who are game masters who want to use it and cover up. Those are the ways. Because somebody can be a game master, use that religion, enter and fuck it up. That one day. But saying that they say, let us bring a pastor like Yemi Osibanjo. He's a pastor. Let him join with Buhari, who is a big, complete, solid Muslim. Look at where we are now. I'm telling you that Buhari will not move a finger. Finger is too much. Buhari will not even raise up his head to hear that, people are complaining that they arrested Mubarak Bala in Kaduna and they might kill him in Kano. Let us do what we will do to make him for where he want. If there's a way he can even pass gun at the back and fire the guy, he will do it. Because it's the same thing. People that are ruling you are religious folks. Even abroad, the people who rule them are no longer religious people. You see it in their doing. They say, by their works you shall know them. You know that these people are not religious. They just, like I said before, the game master. They will use it. They were never religious before they became president. They will never be religious in government. They will never be religious in government. They will tell you, the Bible forbids abortion. They will go to the Senate and go and fight it. At the end of the day, the rights for you, they will start telling you that you have a right to decide whether you want to give birth to a child or not. They will use that right and cover whatever the Bible said. But the person that was the president that you voted as Christian will say, well, I tried. But you see, the law is the law. The law is the law. It supersedes that there. But here, the holy book supersedes the constitution. This is the problem we have. Chibuzoke Okoye Frank is saying, believe it or not, Chukwu Okike Abiyama must remain who he is. Okay? Check your WhatsApp inbox. Captain Kush. Okay, no problem. I don't even think that is the biggest problem. We need to start thinking about that. Because these guys are going to finish this country. Since I left religion, who is blessing me now? God is rich and powerful, but he collects money from poor, and the people fight for him. He is already defined who he is. He is fake. I am God, and I can create anything in this world. Yeah, even that Bible said it, that you are a God, whether they like it or not. That's the fact. Katichoma watch. Okay, all right, thanks. Crazy. It's crazy, my brother. It's extremely crazy. We are in a ship driven by religious heads. No, I rephrase that. We are in a ship driven by fanatics, religious fanatics. That was why when Buhari was coming, do you know that Buhari wanted Tunde Bakare? The only man that Buhari has ever tried to run with, who is not a religious head, was Chupo Kadibo. You know Oyi of Oyi, you know Send You. That one, his head is hot. He will rather even run to the cave in Oyi than run to the church. You know, it happened already, so you know. That was the only person that I know Buhari did. After that time, he came with Tunde Bakare. This time around, Tunde wanted to put her. He said no. Obasanjo said, he said no. A guy who can't run Muslim. Me, I'm already the Muslim father here. Me and you no go share them. So we're looking for a Christian father. They looked around. They brought Osibanjo. Who is Osibanjo? Yes, they protected him, the former Attorney General of Lagos State, blah, blah, blah. But he was a pastor in Redeemed Church, pastoring a big branch on the island. So he was a religious head. So when they go to the religious angle, they will use that one, they product, because they know that the sheep that they have, the sheep that they have, that are grooming, are ready to vote for their father or their shepherd. Yeah, better word, shepherd. Their shepherd is what they're looking for. Show them the shepherd, they will just put their finger there and vote for that person. Please, my brothers and my sisters, we need to, Adibe Somadina, you're welcome. We need to. That is why the insult on Facebook should not stop us. The insult on Facebook should not stop us. The first time I ever heard something that shifted my religious mind, the person I heard it from is not a Nigerian. He's from Ghana. And the guy was living in Dubai. And the first time I watched this guy, because then I wanted to travel, I was about to travel and relocating to Dubai by then. So I was doing a lot of watching of YouTube stuff, and the guy was talking about how to live in Dubai, and I just keep watching, and I saw that video that talked about the title of that video. I can't forget it. The title of that video was "What Has Muhammad and Jesus Done for Africa?" That day, I was pissed. I was like, what stupid thing is this boy saying? What mad guy is this? But bro, within days, my chi, I said, guy, calm down. Oh yeah, start reasoning. I started reasoning. I went back again to look for more of his videos. Then, the guy didn't even do more on religious angle. He just blanked out. But he did that shift. I don't know him. If unless I see him on YouTube now, I don't know. I can't even remember his name. So that is why the insult should not stop us. The likes of Bala, the likes of people like this are people that we should help, promote, fight for. I may not align completely with what he says, but he's expressing his opinion. Tomorrow, if they now say they want to lock up Suleiman, that Suleiman did one thing, they will fight for him. Even Christians who don't believe that he's real. You know, there are Christians that don't believe he's real. Okay, those same Christians will not tell you, please, leave it. Yeah, I did a story this morning on one Mr. Leo Igwe, an Igbo guy who lives Ututu Mawana. who is the advocate. Okay, first of all, he is I think he's the founder, yeah, founder of humanists. You know, humanist, Bala is also a humanist. You know what they mean by humanist? He is also an advocate for witches. Leo Igwe, you can Google the guy. This guy, before yesterday or day before yesterday, you will have seen the viral video where Suleiman was appealing to the federal government to allow pastors to go into COVID-19 isolation centers to heal people, to show the world that God is a miracle working God. All right. This guy now comes and said, bros, he thinks that, and I believe what he said, he thinks that the African religious people have allowed these pastors or their claims to be completely untested. That now he challenges that same Suleiman to go into that if he doesn't want to go to isolation center, they should not wait for federal government. No, don't bother, because they might say due to health hazard and blah blah blah. No, don't worry. So it will not be like they stopped you. Or yeah, go and we will get you a HIV patient that we know. Heal that one. At least with HIV patient, even if you touch him on his head, you can't just get it like that until you have that one. So or blood in contact or all that. So now they will get you a HIV patient. You will pray for that HIV patient. If that HIV patient becomes healed, he, Leo Igwe, will give Pastor Suleiman $1,000. Do you know what Pastor Johnson Suleiman did? He came back and he said that he will forward Leo Igwe evidences of the one he has healed before, and that $1,000 is a small money for him, that he can keep it. Do you see how he slipped off? But that thing that Leo Igwe did is what we should start doing now. We don't want abracadabra. Should you say it's healing? Let us skip it. Let us test it. There are people who are COVID-19. Okay, let him open his church. Then let people start going there. Then we'll see whether what happened to that man in, I think, is it in London or in UAE, in America or so, who was criticizing lockdown, and all of a sudden he died of the COVID-19. Nekwechi is saying, thank you very much. The right greeting in Igbo land, yeah, better Ifolachi, Ibolachi. Yeah, that's a fact. Ibolachi is better. Yeah, why? Is because Ibolachi is more scientific than Ibolachi. Chi, you know, Chifu, Chiabo, Chi, Kachifu. What is it that bores every day? And what is it that naba every day? Like Abani, Ibana. What is it that name Ibani or Abani or Bagonani? The sun, nature. So Ibolachi, energy. Then you as the human who went in, when you went in the morning, got bored the chi, you harvest it, you harvest the energy, you harvest life, you are back to life with the chi, which is nature, which is everything. So it's more scientific than Otutuoma. Some are arguing that Otutuoma is a later maybe corrupted, or greeting that came later after the white men came and blah 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 blah. So Ibolachi is good. Thanks for bringing that, for all of us to learn from. So what I'm saying in closing, I want us to keep supporting anybody who is contributing to bring down religion in Africa. This Bala will be remembered, whether if they kill him, I hope they don't. I hope they don't. Because, thank you, King Karim, I hope they don't. But if they do, his blood will scatter religion in the north in the next 50, 40, 60 years to come. Because the earth will always, is natural principle, the earth will always germinate what you plant in it. If his blood drops on the earth, for this sake, the earth will germinate more of him. So they better not kill him. They better not kill him. They better not kill him. But we will keep supporting any of these kind of people who can be bold enough to say something against any religion. Any religion. I repeat, any religion. Does not mean when you say religion, people only think about only Christianity, Islam, and all that. That is still traditional religion. Yeah. So when I talk about I'm an Igbo man or a traditional man, I don't mean the religious one. I don't mean the religious one. What is religion? For me, religion is organized spirituality. Anything that somebody is gathering people, teaching them, gathering people, making himself pastor or head or imam or sheikh or this or that, and is building structures for him. That is no longer spirituality, it is now religion. And people will fight to sustain it. People will bring in corruption to it. People will corrupt even the message. Because once you start gathering large crowd, political bodies will be interested. Many other people will be interested on how to use you as a machine to get their own interest. Before you know it, it's corrupt. So anything that is of that nature is not even what my ancestors did. Because what we know in the villages those days, when I mean those days, I mean like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, thereabouts. But things got corrupted as these guys came. Those days, what you know is even the shrine is built at the outskirts of the village. Have you ever seen a shrine that built in the center of the village? No. Why? It is like the transformer. It can double leg if you make mistake. So it's not meant for anybody to just walk into. No, it's a secluded place. If you go there, you really have a problem. You really have a problem. That you in fact you don't mind whether you will die or live. You just go and complain. It's not meant for children to come in. It's not you. If you put something at the center of the village, then people will always come in there. So if people can always come in there, it's a religion. It's meant for men who come to solve one thing or the other. It doesn't need all the villagers to come and start gathering, start praising, start clapping, start worshiping, start bullshit. No. Igbo tradition doesn't need that. Igbo tradition onye na chia. I repeat, onye na chia. It was so individualized to the last drop. So anybody who makes it a community, anybody that is trying to make it a religion, run from it, because you're entering another thing. Complete different thing. That is why you will see in some Igbo communities they don't kill snake. In another community, if that snake entered there, pepper soup. In my mother's place, ele, they don't kill it. Ono, they don't eat it. Some people call it honor, but ono, they don't eat it. In my own place, my maternal home is from Onitsha. Me, I'm from Ezinhite. I'm from Ihite. Always in Ihite. But we eat honor with pleasure. Do you see how these things are broken down? Do you see how it's broken down? But they'll bring you and say, Jesus, everything, Jesus has made you free. You can do everything. You will go and eat what your village does not eat. Your mouth will peel. Your mouth will peel. Then they start wondering, hey, one uncle in the village has done you this. It's a lie. You did it yourself. Because you think, yes, I went to Navy, and in Navy, they do this, they do that. In Navy, they don't eat Ewi, but we eat Ewi. Then maybe I'll go and marry a wife from Navy now. They should not come to my place because she's not in my place. Say, no, Jesus have died. Everything is covered. Bring the Ewi, let's chop. See, if you don't ask before you eat, you will die before even vomiting. It's an Igbo language, but I want to use the translation. You understand better. Igbo tradition is individualized. Anything religion, anybody who is speaking against religion, I'm with you. I don't care the one you want to line or align with. If you check it on my wall, I share all of them. I share all of them. As long as you are destroying religion. Religion is a problem of this Africa. The day we kill religion, we liberate this nation, we liberate this continent. In fact, it's a nation, we are one people. So let me even say continent. The day we liberate people from religion. Look at the Ghana president. In the wake of COVID-19, he's talking about prayer. He's talking about prayer. Although you can imagine that. Did you hear Trump? Did you hear Boris Johnson say he want to do a national prayer because of bullshit? Good afternoon, my dear brother. If I came here, welcome, Jerry. No, man. So what I'm saying is, Ikechi said, my brother, bringing religion, Christianity to an end in Africa and study the secret behind it and make use of it properly, like those developed countries. That's what we are talking about. Edibe Savannah say, yes, let's continue to propagate against every is very key. Every religion in Africa, using our platforms exactly, telling our people the truth to go back to their roots and free their minds from mental slavery. But Mali said it in the songs. So you know, it's not just an Igbo problem. It's not just a Nigerian problem. But Mali was far back, far away from Africa here. He was in Jamaica. So everywhere black man is, this is a problem for him. Everywhere black man is, this is a problem for him. He just easily believes somebody. He even believes that another man is better than him. He will tell you a white man, hey, mbamba, onyocha, oh, beke wabara. Onye kere agbara. Onye, as in the word agbara, who created it? Or beke. You use what your ancestors used to equate something supernatural to equate to something. I don't want Facebook to fight me today. To put something on something that you know. You now say beke wabara. You elevate him over you because he conquered you. I thank you all for joining this broadcast today. One name Dalon Mazeze Nanya Moneke Ekelengi Ekelemunu Nine Asemintu Minindu Azo Mini Atalazo Awuna Onye na nke ya mana. Don't do evil. Anything you are doing, please don't do evil. Don't help people to kill another person. Don't abet, don't contribute. If you know you can't stop them, one na kwachakage poronwegi. Kwakage poronwegi. You know why? Nature abhors vacuum. Nature abhors vacuum. That person you kill, you have created a vacuum. That church you burnt, you have created a vacuum. That shrine you burnt, you have created a vacuum. That guy you arrested, you have created a vacuum. Nature will fill it up and it will start from you. Nature will use you to fill it up. Equal. You know what equa means? Equa means to clean, to pack. You need to cleanse the land. And that will be a bigger deal. That will be a bigger deal than you just walking out or saying no. Ewele ihe onye ọzọ o. Eride ihe onye ọzọ o. Maka na iri ihe onye ọzọ, because nature abhors vacuum, a ga-eri nke gị. Ezuna onye ọzọ o. Maka na izu onye ọzọ, a vacuum, nature will fill it up. That is why you see some people, anything they buy, they steal it. Anything they get, they steal it. And it's not like, why the stealing? One in on the frequency of stealing. That's where you are. You will connect with any armed robber around. When they come, they will not see. Haven't you seen people that when they are robbing, they will pass their compound? It you think is just you don't know that goodwill is bigger than jazz. Good as in obeying the principles of nature. Abadioa, Untuala, Iwuala. Obeying these principles is bigger than jazz. You see yourself giving others help, helping other people, doing good. Naturally, good things will come to you. And people will be saying, hey, Somadina job. No, it's here cow. You know, but age is natural principle. It's natural. The universe. Okike. Nenyegi your own direct. Okike. Nechegi. Okike negi hichoro. So biko. Kaneku ndo kaneku bon. As we're talking about good, we're talking about bad. Because two of them work and move at the same pace. So each ondo no. Each on no. Is a natural principle. If you are in the business of killing, they will kill you and they will kill your people behind you. It's a basic, don't know, because it's a natural principle and it's not even prophecy. It's just a natural principle. So, where I can measure imagine ni meterita umugige iliturie. Imete homa umugige. Go to your village and go and look at all those people that they say, this man is a jazz man. He used to do other people all those things. Go and look at their children. This man was wicked. Go and look at his children. Now I told you, nature abhors vacuum. Hey, go to church and go ask for forgiveness. One, you're wasting time. You are wasting time. It will complete that equa Allah. If you don't do it, nature will do it for you. It will cleanse. You go to your village and you go and see that there are some community, there are some compound that are already wiping out. The guy will die here. That one will run mad. That one will not marry. That one will not do this. You will just see it. Sometimes people never even knew what their parents committed. They don't know. But the evidence is showing. Because some people did some evil things in hiding and nobody knew and they died. And they never confessed, like you used to see in Nollywood movies. Ikechi saying, which one is better? Studying the secrets of religion, Christianity, and make proper use of it, or bringing it to an end in Africa? My brother, I don't support anything that will make me study whatever Christianity or Islam did in Africa to use the tactics to do what? To control people? No, I'm not in for that. So I don't care. For me, I believe you study your own way. Your own way. When you understand your own way, you live your own life. Your life itself will be an example to people, born and unborn. Born and unborn. That is why you see even Christians, when we come and say, hey, you're talking about but it's a lie. Maybe one day they saw him come to help, attend his friends, whatever, in church. Then I said, better come and be church. Just one time. Why are they doing that? They're looking for examples to hold on. To say, you see, after he did all his life, he still found out that church is the end. So he went back. That is what you don't want to give them. So studying them and using their tactics, it's still proving them right. That whatever they served worked. So that's why he got all over the world and all that. No, we don't need it. Bring it to the end. That's my own belief. Bring it to an end and promote spirituality. Spirituality across board. If spirituality rules this country will be heaven. This country will be Alenigwe here on this earth. Spirituality. You know already. You know, like now, if you're a true traditional person and you know that they put you as a counselor in your community, look at what Mbakwe did in Imo State. If they put you in your community as just a counselor, let's not go too far. Counselor, are you going to eat the money when you know that nature abhors vacuum? When you know that the money you are using to steal and buy land and do all that, that your children can come and nature will use them to wipe it all out and they will become poor overnight. You already know. These are the kind of thoughts that Christians don't think, Muslims don't think, religious people don't think. Why don't they think it? They believe they can be forgiven. So when they steal, they'll be forgiven. But we know it's a lie. We know it's a lie. So this is what I will rather project. Spirituality across board. Wherever you are, in China, in Europe, in America, in Australia, wherever you are, Ezudo, you're welcome. Project spirituality and your life will change. It might not be like this, but it will come. Do what you can do. Do the work you can do. Contribute how you can contribute. Help other people. You need help in your life. Help people. It might not be, you might need financial help, but you don't have financial help to give. You help people in other ways. You see some people, when they want to do something, they will not bring themselves low to go and sweep something, to go and do this, they go and do this. They have always a way of iswaja with yourself. That's what this one I gonna church. Hana san the church, you know, san toilet. They are not full. They are using that principle. But tomorrow they think it's Jesus that did it, but it's the principle that they applied that worked. Because if you want to be served, as if a cheesy, actually one is the ig very lazy. But nature if easy, how will it become easy? It's not possible. It's principle. So do it and make your life better. I repeat, remove your hand from any form of evil. That is the truth. This is the main spirituality we are talking about. Nothing more, nothing less. Any other thing is your personal way you're adding. Kuwaka goto. Meka gede rocha. Jirofo, jirogu. Chitende nana gya. Chitechi. Chizonyo wagi. These are now the individualized way. You know that one. So please, let's send our lights to wherever Bala is. Let this one not get out of hands. Thank you all for joining. I can see that people are, I thank you all. Everybody that came in. Ezudo, thank you. Ikechi, thank you. Somadina Ekeledrege, Mbata Edwin Ekeledrege, Mazeze na Moneke Ekeledrege. Ana mekele Ifanye Kemezie, nekele King Karim, nekele Onyekwechi ya Chiekwe. That's good. Ana mekele kwa Monday Asemota. I thank you for joining us. You are the first person that joined. I thank Ewere Wachuku. I thank Azanzi Tampoli. I thank you for coming in. I thank Akoma Oluchi. Abu is watching. Okay. Thank you so much. I thank Chimezie Anozie. Captain Kush. Thank you. Chibuzo Okoye Frank. I thank you. I thank Obina Ama. I thank Ishimene. I thank you. I thank Ikedina Chume. I thank Nao Kechuku. I thank you so much for coming in. I thank Emeka Dollarman. Cashman. Dollar. Thank you. I thank Emeka Gabriel. I thank Chimezia Nozie. I thank Johnson Obonna. Kelemono. I thank Ezenwa Chidebere for coming in. I thank Chimezie Ezem. I thank you all. 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 Thank you so much. Let's do this another time. Please share the video. Thank you so much for coming in. You can follow my YouTube channel. It's called Chikero. You can check it out and follow it too. Thank you so much. I love you all in an Igbo way. Bye-bye.